Welcome to the War on Wellness. I am Penny McPherson, your host, also known as Plant-Based Penny, and I'm here every Wednesday for the War on Wellness. And today's topic is our history, our food, our identity. And we have a guest with us this morning. We have Veronica, all the way from Costa Rica, and we are looking forward to hearing from her. So, for those of you who may not know who I am, I want to introduce myself really quickly. So, after decades dedicated to corporate America, I moved abroad, Costa Rica being one of those places, and I learned and practiced all things plant-based. I immersed
Not
myself
okay.
in plants as medicine, and as a result, I was able to take the learnings and knowledge that I have from 3 continents and 8 countries and grandma's remedies and God's wisdom, and couple that with my formal education, my holistic education, and use that knowledge, one, to help myself heal. And yes, I almost died while I was in Costa Rica, but I am grateful for my journey. And so I had the opportunity to restore my health and help other people. And so, with that, I have a passion upon returning to the United States to help other people experience an increased level of wellness as well with proven holistic and natural healing remedies. And so I speak, I'm a consultant, I do one-on-one consultations and group consultations and with companies and organizations, and I can help you move from problems to progress with plant-based solutions. And so today I have Veronica. Now, I have to let you know that where Veronica is a third world country. So you're gonna have to give us some grace here on this broadcast because we don't know what's going to happen with the internet or with technology. This is just how it is. And so we want to, however, share with you. So, Veronica, I'm going to ask you, are you there? Are you there? And if so, I'm going to test. Veronica, Veronica, are you there? Yes, yes.
Yes.
Success. We have Veronica with us. So, yes, let's thank God that it happened. We were able to come back together. So, Veronica, thank you for joining us today. It's so nice to see your wonderful face again.
Thank you.
So, tell us where you are right now. And I want you to describe for us the older generation of your family and how they got to where you are, just really quickly.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Veronica, and I am in Costa Rica on the coast. It's the province of Limon, and we are on one of the beautifulest part of Costa Rica that they denominate as the rich coast, the richest part of Costa Rica. And I'm very proud of that because my ancestors is who came here and developed this community with only families. They came from Jamaica with a contract with the government to build a railroad. And after building the railroad, they decided to stay until for longer term, just building small community with their family. Uh, my my grandparents is who brought my parents. So they grow. My father grew right here in the Caribbean side, and we sustain ourselves with just what the knowledge that they brought from what they brought from Jamaica. They pass it from generation to generation, cultivating the land and living off the land, and transmitting the simple way of living just with agriculture and basic cacao, coconut, and fish. And
Very good.
other, and yeah, and other food, we call it, like yam, different type of yam, yellow yam, hard yam, white yam, negro yam, wild yam. And those was the base of our diet, you know. And then we have the coconut, and we have cacao and sugar cane and different type of vegetable like halalu, jokoto, curcuma. And so we make like very delicious dish, um, different dishes from scratch. From yuca, we will put it in soup. We make pudding. We make yuca roll, yuca tal, bami.
Oh, you're making me hungry. You are making me
Lots of
hungry.
different recipes. And for
Oh,
you eat fish or plant based, then we would prepare it the same way so we don't miss animal products. I grew up in
right.
a vegetarian home, and my parents teach me the alternative. So we don't need we didn't need to eat animal products because my mother, she grew up in a home where my grandfather, he had a meat stall. So she was a great meat eater. But when she get the knowledge of being 7 Day Adventist, she get to learn that there is another way of eating and living, and that's where this transition starts.
Very good. And so, yeah,
Yeah,
so their relationship with food was more plant forward. They ate more plants than they
yes,
did. And probably they were pretty healthy because they ate so many plants. So
yeah.
how has their relationship with food affected you today?
We try to keep the culture the most we can, practicing all the ancestors' practices of cooking. You know, just home food, using the remote, like lay back, would say, like all the tools that we used to use, like the machete, the saw, the axe. It's not so much practice anymore, but we still conserve it so we can pass it on to our generation that they can learn about survival, you know, because today technology is taking over so strong that many people don't even know where a pineapple is come from, where the yucca, they thought yucca grow on a tree and the cacao grow on the ground, and it's not so, it's grow on a tree. So
Right.
our mission and intention is to don't lose our identities with passing on the knowledge to our children, making also home remedies, using the medicine plants. I grew
Yes.
up with my grandmother learning to make syrups and bath and tea with the leaves of the trees. We grew up eating like aki, you know aki? Woo, that's the delicious thing. Aki is from also is a natural, very rich protein, and that is like instead of eggs, we prepare aki, and also instead of meat, we can prepare it with other vegetables. With kalalu, aki and kalalu in coconut sauce. Wow, you know about the rundown? Rundown
Right.
is one of the base. Porridge.
Rundown is a very popular dish there amongst
Yes.
the Afro-Caribbeans and very good. Very
We
good.
make porridge also for breakfast. We make different type of porridge. We plant corn and we make our own flour. And
Very good.
also we dry the banana, we dry plantain, and we dry the yuca, and we make the flour and make many, many delicious and healthy recipes.
Now everybody knows why I love living there because the food is fresh, the food is homemade, the food is organic. And also you mentioned using the tools. And so the axe is one of the tools that she talked about, and the machete is what we call it here.
Yes.
And cacao that she
And
mentioned
nice.
is where chocolate comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So that grows actually on
Yeah.
trees. It's very, very delicious, delicious. foods. So,
different type
so
of lime.
yes, and different types of lime. Different. Yeah, I don't know how many. Well, they were like 5 types of lime.
Well, in this area, we have three different kinds. We have the mandarin, we have the Creole, and we have the table lime. Table lime is what we use like for when we have a buffet dinner or we have a special dish. Then that would be on the table, like to help decorate. And we also use the skin. We grate the skin and make like part of the like to add flavor. And it's medicine also. You can make tea from the lime
Yes. So
peel
you're
or the
talking
lime
about
or greater lime.
grating the skin of the lime and using
Yeah.
that, and using the plant as medicine, the plant as food, but the food is also the medicine, which is why
Even
people
the leaf.
even the leaf. Yes, and you have a soursop tree there, and you can use
Yes.
the leaf. There is a fantastic medicine. Is known to
Mm-hmm.
help with. Yeah, well, you tell people what it is good for. What is the soursop good for?
Okay. The soursop, the fruit is delicious and it's one of the most expensive fruit. If you will find it in the market, you won't find it in like every market, only farmers market. But we in every Afro Caribbean yard we have soursop, we have um, star fruit, we have sugar cane, we have different type of lime, we have picklebayer, which is a palm. We have a lot of um, cashew trees also. We grow cashew trees, aki, cacao,
Yeah,
and all of them has we use them for different purpose. Also, we have aloe vera. We use the cacao also for medicine purpose, also for our special drink. We have sorrel. You know what sorrel? Jamaica
yes,
flower. Yes,
yes.
all of
I
those
use the sorrel
delicious
I use it in
drinks.
my detox teas. Yeah, I bought it from Costa Rica when I came back to the United States. So it's a beautiful flower, and it's
Yes,
also
good for the
very
kidney.
good for you. You
Yeah,
put in your hair. It's good for your kidney. It's good for many things. And the
yeah.
soursop, it's been known to help people with
Cancer cells. It
cancer cells.
control or kill cancer cells. And also the leaf is for parasites. We use the leaf to control, like for parasites that is in your gut. We make tea with the garlic and it's a home remedy. I know more than 100 different medicine plants because my grandmother and my great grandmother and my parents were herbalists.
And so I spent a lot of time with Miss Veronica while I was in Costa Rica, and she poured into me all of the things, and just being with her day after day for the years was just so educational. And she cooks so well. The food is so good. Delicioso. Gracias, mi hermana.
Delicioso. We make dumplings too from green plantain, from corn
You just want to
flour.
make me hungry.
So, yeah, we love food. And
Uh-huh.
every member of the family has to learn. It's a law. You have to learn to cook, to do all the homework. Boys and girls equal has to learn the basic homework so that they can be independent. That is
So
part of
what
the culture.
Yes, yes. So what do you think, how do you think society or the environment is changing the way that people are eating?
Oh, people today is sick and have lots of different digestive problems because they change the way of eating. They are they are not taking care anymore of nature nor of nor of our body. And to be healthy, it don't be it's not only through your diet. We have 8 natural remedies that God inspired um, our sister Ellen G. White to transmit to God's people how to live with nature, putting in practice health reform And we have the Texas through the 8 natural remedy. So we should learn how to take care of our body and take care of nature also, using with moderation, keeping it pure, and using it in the right time, because it's not everything you can use. We have to wait until the season. That's the best way to eat. Um, when we eat from the season, we wait until it's fit. We wait until the moon is help it to get to fit and mature and sweet. So we need the sun, and we need the moon, and we need all of what is in nature come together and give us the right type of food that we should eat. And that is how God show his love for us. He provides for us and also for the birds and birdie monkeys and everything that move has food, and human too in abundance. It's just that sometimes we don't know, or we don't care, or we don't like it. But
Yes.
it's time to wake up and come back and go back and start using, eating and drinking and living natural life.
Yes, and I learned that I was learning one of the things that even the trees you don't cut unless there's a certain moon. You don't
Yes,
pick certain things unless it's
the
gone
fit.
through a cycle, unless it's fit, unless it's
Yes,
fit, ready, and so it depends
tastes
on what
better.
climate, the
It lasts
season.
longer. Yeah. What
Exactly.
used to keep food without getting rotten like very fast, were very easy, is because people used to pick it when it is in season. And then you didn't have a fridge, so you keep it out, but in the open air. And because it is fit, so it can stay longer. But when you pick it before the time, when it is not and in the right season, there is where it spoils easier.
Right,
And it
exactly.
can't give you the same nutrient either. So today, many people are sick is because of our bad way of eating and drinking and what we are seeing, and everything is like against our natural way of living.
Yes, and looking at it holistically, as you talked about, the water that we're drinking, our sleeping, eating the right foods that we should be eating, not stressing so much,
Yes, everything
all of it, it's the whole picture that really matters. So that's why I
integral.
want, yes, integral. Yes.
Yes,
So integrated. And so that was a very
yeah.
wonderful history, and you're sharing about your history and about uh, where you live now, though. Right now, I don't know if you can show people, you have a
Parents and
permaculture farm, and I know you're
yes.
in front of your farm, but you can
Mm-hmm.
show people your gate, um, so they can see the other
Okay,
side.
I'm going to show you a little bit where I am. These are beautiful ornamental plants. It looks like a plastic, but it's not plastic. It's God art. God
Uh,
surprised us with all these beautiful things. Look at that tree. And here we
so
have different type of plants.
Veronica.
And yes,
We will do a tour another time. I just wanted you to turn the
yes.
camera around right now just to show them the gate where you
Gate.
were. Yes, yes.
Okay,
You just
this
point
is
to
the
where the
gate.
gate is. And you can see it's plants, and it's immersed in the forest, and they have plenty of palm trees and shade and edible plants as well. Okay, Veronica, let's see your lovely face again. So, and so yes, we love seeing your background
Happy to
because
share with you.
yes, and we wish that we were there with you. I will see you later on, later on this year. I'm excited about that.
One of these days.
Yes, definitely,
Yes.
Lord willing. And so, our history, our food, and our identity is a series that Plant-Based Penny Life is doing for the month of February. And it's a series that's highlighting our relationship, sometimes complicated relationship with food. It's focusing on our heritage and how our ancestry has shaped our relationship with food today and the choices, whether they're good or bad. And it's important to recognize how society and our environment and our relatives have influenced the choices that we make today, because the choices that we make today can influence the choices that we have tomorrow, and it can affect our health as well. So thank you for joining us. Next week, we will have Duran Chavis as my guest. But this week, we want to thank Veronica. And if you're not already a member of my Facebook group, do join Plant-Based Penny Life group on Facebook or follow the Instagram. And so, Veronica, would you like to say anything else as we leave?
Of course, I want to say that God loves us so much that He gave us all what we need to survive. This is a big school. This is a pharmacy. He's very creative. He made everything with intention to make us happy, to make us healthy, and let us live long lives. And so we should learn more about it, take care of it, use it, and share it.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. And you can share this broadcast today as well. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next week.